Let's talk about the 9 wasted years. Are they 9 or 8? Are they 9? Are they 9 wasted
There's
years?
no wasted years that was wasted here. There were a lot of achievements that were made in the country during the Zuma era. There's a lot. Universities were built. You have Sol Plaatje that was built. You have the Mpumalanga University that was built. You had courts that were built. You have Mpumalanga Court. There's a lot of things that happened during that era. We had schools that were built at that time. We had bridges. We had a lot of things, and even us as a country in terms of our thinking, and in that time we were ahead. We were already seeing ourselves as first world.
Explain that, because some would say there's no way we were preoccupied.
Speaking of free health,
okay,
as a country at the time. We were already speaking of free health. We were speaking of free education. We were speaking of a free data must fall. Because we had now identified data as a basic need. It was now like electricity, how we had life now needed it, That's where we were already in terms of our thinking. We're already talking nuclear power. We're not talking not sun and wind, That's where we are. The country was ahead. Petrol was 9 rand. Petrol was 9 rand. Bread was 7 rand or 8 rand. Bread is now 20 rand. Bread. Now, when you say again now, the years were wasted, what do you mean that the years were wasted? Wasted how?
What do you think they mean? Because the position could be that it was seen as the most corrupt years of the ANC, or the most captured.
Is it Bloomberg? Business.
Yeah.
They released a report that corruption is worse under Cyril. I think it's Business Day or Bloomberg. They say it's worse now, and it's a fact that it is worse now. Why? Because they are no longer checks and balances. Zuma, when he coughs, the media was on him.
Yeah.
When they buy a cup, they question the price of the cup. These ones are given a free pass. They are doing as it pleases. No one is questioning the money of the COVID. What was done with these monies that are being borrowed during COVID? It's 500 billion. Where are the beds that were built? Did we even build a hospital with the money that were borrowed of COVID? So there is a lot of corruption that has been happening, and it is present. There in Eastern Cape, they bought scooters for 100 million. That couldn't even travel for even 3 days. With that money, they could have bought how many Mahindras? That would be still working in those roads. So the corruption is present now. You look at the corruption in the Giyani water there. That is shocking. In the Giyani water. You look at the corruption now of this UIF. They look at the corruption of the NSFAS. We are talking serious money here. These people are no longer. There in Rustenburg, there is a shack that costed 30 million. You saw newspapers 2 weeks back.
I thought that's how much a share costs.
A shack. Shack is 500 there in Soweto. Then you have a shack. And the same thing there in Northwest, there was a story where they bought 2 laptops for 20 million. What do you call that?
Then are you saying
you see the faction, when you are in the right faction, will be protected. If that man of that thing there of the premier,
which one?
of Eastern Cape, Oscar
Mabuya, yes,
he wouldn't be a premier now if he was not in the right faction. There's a lot of things. He's been accused of fraud, of academic fraud, where there are people dying.
The degree issue is
then for the interdicting being investigated by the Hawks. Where have you seen that? Where have you seen someone interdicting being investigated? With all the things that are happening in the Eastern Cape, it is such things that makes our justice system to be a mockery. It is such things that makes the president for some of us to speak the way we are speaking about him.
Are you
Because
saying
he has allowed certain things to happen because it's people who defend him. It's people who are in his corner so they can walk away with murder and walk away with any form of corruption. There is a lot of them. Mbalula himself is accused of corruption, going to Dubai, using this and that. He is appearing in the thing of Zondo. Zizigodwa is appearing there in the thing of, he didn't deny. He says, Sodi gave him money, he bought a car. There is a lot, but they're still there. Zondo says that there must be actions taken on these people. The same Zondo was there to when these people were being sworn in parliament.